Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. This is your Nifty Guy. Welcome to today's episode of Decoding Nifty with me. This is the series where we analyze and decode Nifty on multiple time frames so that we can trade the following day with much more clarity and confidence. Right. Today's episode is going to be very, very important because today's price action is a very good example of how to read price action in the live market, right? So stay with me till the very end. First, we'll analyze what happened in today's market versus what we had planned yesterday, and then we'll plan for tomorrow, right? So, uh, yeah, so in yesterday's video, what I had clearly told was that I'm expecting Nifty to be a little sideways for some time now before it starts the next big move. And that is exactly what we have seen today. Today was almost an inside bar, if not for this small breakdown, not even a breakdown, but a small movement outside yesterday's range. Otherwise, it would have been a good inside bar in yesterday's range. Okay. So this is something which we had already planned for, and that is the reason I had already told you guys to keep your positions light, because when market is in a sideways range, it will move in both the directions, and it will take your SLs very, very quickly. So that is the reason why you should be careful, especially on such trading days. Uh, Now, what we had planned yesterday was that this is a major support area, and we are looking at buying around here. And in case of a gap down opening or a flat opening in the Nifty breaking yesterday's low, we were looking at creating a long in case if price moves back above the opening price action, right? Opening high, which was created around these levels. But none of those happened, and I had also warned in case of a gap up opening, the market might remain volatile, so we'll not trade at the very beginning. We'll let the market settle down and then we will plan our trades. For the short side, I had not mentioned anything because we were trading very near to a important support around these levels. And I was not actively looking at shorting the markets, but today again, I took a short trade in the market. The only trade that I took was on the short side, and that gave me some good profits. And I'll explain the reason in some time why I ask you to read the price of the market structure and build a story around what is happening in the markets, right? So market opened with a gap up, immediately went up, retraced a bit, went up, retraced a bit, went up. Now, the price action around here, the market structure around here is of a higher high, which was higher than this particular high, last swing high, a higher low, higher than this. The subsequent high was higher than the last swing high. The subsequent low was higher than the last swing low. Again, the high which was created was uh, higher than the last high, and the low was created, which was also higher than the last low. So market was clearly trending in an upward or in a higher high, higher low structure, which is a structure of an uptrend market. Now the structure changed around here when market again after creating this higher low did not create a fresh new high. Instead, it retraced a little bit, created a fresh new lower high, then went back below this particular last swing low as well as closed down below this swing low. So this was a new lower low which was created. Please follow me in case if you want to rewatch this part multiple times. In case if you are not too good at identifying the market structure, all you need to do is mark the swings and connect the highs and lows of the market. And then again, once this pullback came after market closed below this, this is where I knew that okay, the market structure has changed. Although we were not planning on creating any short trades, this is where I drew this particular trend line around here. And because the structure had changed, I was looking at a short trading opportunity. I waited for the markets to give me a closing below this, followed by a pullback that I always look at, and I entered around here, right? And captured this entire move. I got out around somewhere around here because I told you right now, since we are not actively looking at short side trades, please be very quick in booking your profits, as well as book quick in taking your stop losses, as well as very extremely quick in taking your uh, trailing SLs, right? And that. Also, the quantity that I traded this particular trade in was half of my usual quantity because I am trading opposite to the trend, right? But on an intraday basis, if I am getting an opportunity to trade, take a short trade with almost a lot of with a confirmation from the market structure side, trend line breakdown, I'm getting a good pullback. That is the reason I created the short around here, entered in this particular candle, immediately got a very good target. So this was the short trade that I had planned. And again, post this market again was creating the structure had changed many times. So till around here, the market structure was intact. But then this higher low was created. Then again, lower high was created. This low got taken out. So this is where market got very really confusing, and I decided to close the systems and not trade anything for the rest of the day. So this is I hope I have been able to explain using today's price action about how to read price on an intraday basis, right? Although we are in a in a on a bigger time frame, we are on a in a bullish trend, and that was the reason why I told you if you get any price action which says to take a short trade on an intraday basis, we will be taking it with a with lower quantities as well as tighter stops. So that is what it was, and it was a pretty good and simple trade for today. Let me know, guys, in case what trades did you guys take today? Okay, and for tomorrow, again, this level of support still holds very pretty good for us. Now, what I can also see around here is if we just connect these highs, so my prices have actually broken out of this particular uh, trend line around here. Now, if why have I drawn this particular trend line is because the prices have moved up and now are in a now we're consolidating in this particular uh, area, and now they have finally moved up from here, which can continue the up journey, or it can be a failed breakout, and we can see the prices return back inside this particular channel, and we'll have to follow the price. So that is the reason why I have drawn this particular trend line. This area of support, as I said, will still remain valid for us. For tomorrow, again, on a daily time frame, let's have a look at the, we'll just hide the drawing so that, so again very simple. It is in a sideways range, which we had clearly mentioned after this particular big green candle, which was there. Now, tomorrow, I guess tomorrow is again a weekly expiry for Nifty. So, my usual words of warning and caution for everybody around you. In case if you are trading Nifty tomorrow, please make sure that you are trading in the next week's option and not the options which are expiring tomorrow. This is a general thumb of rule which I follow, and it has benefited me a lot. And that is something which I want you guys to try to understand, even though the premium that you might be paying for taking your entries would be a little bit higher, utilizing much more capital from your end. But then if you take trading seriously, I believe this is one of the key things to implement in your trading in case if you are trading the Nifty weekly expiry options. On expiry and expiry minus 1 day, please shift to the next weekly options of Nifty. All right, so for tomorrow, we will create a long position above this. Say, for example, market opens flat, gives us a retest of this particular trend line, crosses it, absolutely good to go. Gaps up, comes down, gives us the pullback that we need, again crosses the high, we take the long entry. These are the two scenarios. Market opens with a gap down and tries to consolidate around here. I will not be actively looking at short trades again. If price action or market structure shows me something, I will be taking short trades with lower quantities and very strict SLs. But otherwise, I will not be interested in any short trades for the time being until unless this particular zone or maybe this gap is not filled in, right? So this is something which I will not be, and once I take, so those will be pure scalping trades like quick entries and quick exits. So. on the short side, right? On the long side, yeah, we can look at some good trades on above this particular. And once today's high is taken out, so today is a good doji that has formed on the daily charts, and if this high is taken out, we can see some further up move around here. And we will keep this plan of action extremely simple for tomorrow, and we'll see what the price has in store for us. So we've already discussed the gap down opening. The markets can remain volatile. Maybe they'll give a dip around the previous day's low and then again reverse. But that is something which we'll be looking at once in the live markets. And for a flat opening as well as a gap up opening, we have discussed the scenario. If markets open directly above this particular high, we can expect some pullback and then continuation. Do not directly long the markets in case market opens above this particular high. Okay, so this will be the simple trade plan for tomorrow. I am able to add some value to your trading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That will be very helpful. I will see you guys again tomorrow post the market. Cheers. Have a good day. Thank you so much.